Yeah, what's up, y'all? It is StrawhatYomo again, and Dcentos is here,
You know what
and
I'm
we're back.
saying? I'm in
You
here,
know,
man.
and
Uh,
we're
what I'm about to say, man. If everyone is not special, you can be who you want to be. Just remember that, all right? Just remember that.
hmm and today, you see it on the title. We're reviewing Mob Psycho. So this is season three, by the way, season three of Mob Psycho.
Mm. I said it, yo. This video may contain major spoilers, so you've been warned. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
And I just want to say that this season, the season was made with love. Season was definitely made with love. Well, he has
Mm.
choice words, but
Mm.
I kind of enjoyed I enjoyed the season. I so I remember reading Mob Psycho, the actual like webcomic, and in class,
You
and I was
just
just
damn.
like, wow, like I really am liking this show. And I remember reading the ending. And that was back in 2016. Now it's 2020. Well, now it's 2023, but the show ended 2022. 6 years
Mm.
later, and it's just so nice to see like everything conclude and come to an
Mhm.
end. And yeah, that's pretty much I gotta say this season was I enjoyed it. At least I enjoyed it. But DeSantos has some choice words, so go ahead and
What? Choice words.
go ahead.
Okay, I only have one knock on Mob Psycho, and this is just like as a series as a whole. And you know what? I think my knock on it might just be because like I feel like in between each season there's like a significant gap.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I feel like Mob Psycho at times is just like very, very forgettable. Like I really couldn't tell you what happened in
Mm.
season one or season two at all. Like
Wow.
I really could not tell you. And I don't know, maybe just me personally. I'm just like it's just not like it has great animation, sure. Cool characters. But I
Yeah.
feel like the plot at times is just forgettable. Not even that is bad. And that's why I feel like maybe it's because it's just been so long. But a show like Attack on Titan can go on hiatus for like 3 years, and I would at least remember what happened in the last season. This show, I don't remember what happened at all. I just want to preface and say that.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Um, well, for me, I remember.
mm,
So I think it's just how much you like the show, enjoy it.
mm,
This show, and someone said this, like this season felt more of like an epilogue. Like the show ended on season two because they fought
mm-hmm,
like the big bad bosses in charge of the organization.
mm-hmm,
And this one felt more like an epilogue. There wasn't really any big bad boss. We did have Dimple try and become a god, and I thought that was actually pretty cool because it was something that he's always wanted to do. But once he attained it, he was like, "This isn't
mm,
this isn't what I want. I don't really enjoy this. I'm by myself. I'm
yeah,
brainwashing people in order to think that I'm a god." And he was trying to break that point across to Mob, like, why don't you join me? We can do this
mm-hmm,
together. And Mob was like, no, I don't want to do this.
yeah,
I actually did like that. I thought that was pretty
yeah.
cool.
Mob hit him with that talk no jutsu. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, because he was like, I'm not gonna fight you no more. And Dimple was just like, at the end, he was like, you know what? Like, I obtained everything,
Mm-hmm.
and like this doesn't feel like everything that I wanted, Because the human body, like, we are always gonna want more of something once you've obtained it. Like, we're always gonna want greater
Mhm.
heights. If you gave someone $1 million, well, it could have been like $2 million instead. Like people are gonna say that. So I just thought that was really cool, and just seeing how Dimple kind of reacted to that, and then just seeing Dimple also like fight for his life
Mhm.
because the creation that he had made, the whole little god tree,
Oh
broccoli, I would
yeah.
say,
Mhm.
end up um turning end up having like sentient life.
Mhm.
And I gotta say the animation on that and the entire fight was just nice. It was really nice to me.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to what's their name? Is it the Helmet Gang? The Helmet Head.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
Psycho helmet, I think.
Yeah. Psycho Helmet. The Psycho Helmet. That's a hard name. I ain't gonna lie.
It is. It
They had
is.
the whole fake religion there.
I did like that. And
Yeah.
then there was one episode that tripped me out. and I'm pretty sure you may know the Alien episode.
Yeah, okay, that was actually gonna be one of my highlights right there because at least so like with the alien episode, a little bit of background about that episode. Basically so they're in like the otherworldly or otherworldly what like what's it called club in after school club or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, and basically like their main goal was to like do like telepathy, right? But the only person that was ever actually serious was the president, right? Everyone else was just kind of just there, just like to mess around and not do stuff, right? So like when she said like, "Oh, like the club is over, like I'm about to leave," everybody's like, "All right, let's get serious." So then, so they do their whole research and everything, and they find an actual someone who can speak telepathy and whatever. And like, and he was actually originally part of the club, but because no one was serious, he had left. So they was like, "All right, let's find some aliens." So basically, it's everybody, all the kids, and they get Rengen to drive them. Fun fact, can't really drive, but they go inside the woods or whatever, and they get lost. But eventually, they make it to like the highest peak of the mountain or the woods, right? And they do like this crazy like alien ritual, and basically like I don't know, it was so trippy. Like the aliens coming picking up, and
that surprised me.
everybody was just cool with it, and they just started hanging around like they
They
ain't
started
even.
chopping it up.
Exactly. They were just cool. They was playing games and stuff, exchanging gifts or whatever. And nobody was scared. It was just chill. I was like, you know what? This is a very, very wholesome episode. I was like, you know what? I really mess with this. And they didn't understand each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they had different languages. It was really cool to watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Although interesting enough though, and I wish they had like went into more details about this because like after they all they chopped it up in half or whatever, right? They all left except one of them. One of them just
Yeah.
stayed there, right?
And I don't remember that like scene being in like the webcomic or manga. So that's
Hmm.
why I was watching that, I was like, what is this? Like what's going on? And it went like really in depth. Like this man carried out his entire life, or most of his
Hmm.
life, I would say. I don't know like what the time span was in like the other alien world.
Right.
And it was like they were championing him as like like a
Hmm.
god or whatever. And then there's like certain scenes where like he was partying with them, and then it shows him like later like waking up from a hangover with like a bunch of like the aliens like around him on his bed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you okay? I just said, all right,
Yeah.
2022 at that time, anything
Uh,
goes.
that man
But
is still in high school.
and there's that too. There was that too. I was like, what is going on? And like it
Yeah.
just seemed like he lived his entire life and then was
Mhm.
able to finally like get back home. But
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah.
just
Did they ever say
crazy.
how long he was there?
No, that's the thing. Like it just seemed like a pretty so maybe time flows differently over there.
Hmm.
In the alien world, it felt like it was a long time. But over there, it didn't seem like it was too much. But he
Exactly.
came back because at first you saw that he ended up looking just like them,
Yeah.
pink and everything. And then when
Mm-hmm.
he came back to Earth, he turned back except for his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they made like a notion to that as well too in the final episode. But yeah,
Oh, they
it
might
was
have. Oh yeah, yeah.
it was definitely interesting. Like I think that was probably one of my favorite episodes, or like one of my most memorable episodes of that
Yeah.
season.
I think what else did I like? So that's that episode where the where homegirl I think she said she was moving, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and then like
Sabone and Tron, I think.
I guess that's her name, right? And everybody was like, "Yo, oh, I gotta confess my love to this girl," and it was funny because there was like a whole line of people, right? Like a whole line of people like outside the school just like waiting, just asking. They were all getting rejected. I was like, yo, this is like actually crazy.
Yeah,
And I think it shows like, character development for a mob because mom was like, you know what, man, like I gotta do this now. It's do or die. So let me go ahead and like say what I gotta say. So you feel me? He builds up his courage. Well I don't even well I guess he builds up his courage and he says, you know what, I gotta talk to you, or like I gotta tell you what I want to tell you, like in person, whatever, right? Because I think they asked
mm-hmm.
him on a date, and then in that time, we get to like the final, I guess like the final scene, right, where mobs he gets hit by a car, right, and like the inner demon of Mob goes psycho, and like he gets like let loose because this is like
His powers, I guess.
yeah, like the in his inner powers that actually make him who he is, like gets let loose
Yeah.
and stuff. So I mean, do you want to talk about that arc since I mean, I know you really like the season. Anything you want to say about it
Um,
notably?
I think that arc was it was one of those where like when I was reading it, I don't know if it felt like it was necessary, like they need to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess they could have explained a little bit more about his like origin about powers or whatever, but it just kind of showed that like he doesn't really have his powers in check, which is
Mm-hmm.
something that we saw throughout the season. Because once he hits 100,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of changes. But you see, as like season 3, he starts to be able to control it. He'll go like 100% like normal, and the
Yeah.
other seasons he'll just lose it. And so you would think that he has it under control, but he actually doesn't. And so it's just kind of him going like coming face to face with his powers. And we see everybody try to stop him, like they try to fight him, but they keep losing,
Yeah.
you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then Regan finally tells him, like, hey, like
Yeah.
I'm basically a nobody. Like I
Yeah.
have no
Yeah.
powers. I'm just been lying this entire time.
Right. But tell me what
And
you felt. Well, how did you feel about that scene? Because like they had that scene right, and then Reagan like he started running up to him, right? And
yeah.
then when he was around, like they started playing like the season 1 opening, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that
like that. I
yeah, and it
like
was
that.
like,
I
oh,
like
there
that.
we won. It's not special, and
Yeah,
he was running up. I was like, okay,
I
now.
liked it. I
Like
liked
he was
it.
like really like getting in. He was like, yeah, yeah. He was running and running and
Yeah, he
running
was
up.
really doing that. And then so he finally reveals it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He finally comes back to normal and he goes to Saboni chat, which I was surprised that she still stayed because she's just looking like, oh, it's getting pretty bad. Maybe I
Yeah,
should go. I'm like, I would have been gone for a while.
I
I'm in
think
Alaska.
I guess
Come on
she
now.
like because like her and like Mob used to talk because I think she genuinely did like Mob like out of everybody there
I think
or maybe she just had like a
a better friendship with him. It wasn't more of like because she turned him down eventually.
right. She did turn him down.
She did turn him down, and he took it like a man. He was just like, okay, and he cried about it. And and I liked it. You see the character progression in Mob because in the final episode you see him smiling and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and thought it was wholesome to be honest. Um, for me, it kind of it shows character with Mob being able to go and talk to that girl and confess his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of y'all in the chat or just out there got a special
Oh.
someone that y'all
Mm,
just too scared to say something to, and
mm,
And the thing is, what's the worst that could happen? She says no, he says no. You're gonna die? No, you're gonna keep it moving, and
mhm,
that's what this kind of shows. Like
mm.
just don't live life with
Well,
regrets. Basically,
I
it's the
guess.
main thing. Don't live life with regrets
Yeah.
because you don't want
Mhm,
to be like, oh, I don't know if if time has passed and you're like, dang, I don't know if they would have liked me, like, like you don't have an
mhm.
answer to that. But if you have a definite answer, then you move on with life. And I like that.
And don't get yourself caught up in a situationship, and that's even worse. But
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. Don't do no situation shit. But back to the show.
but
I just like that theme. That's all it is. Cause it's
yeah,
just kind of something that I related to back in high school.
yeah,
And I waited for a long time and I was like, dang, now I don't know if she likes me. But I ended up reconnecting with that person, chopping it up, and then getting my answer. So it worked
mhm,
out.
yeah. So you feel me? Yeah. I mean that's the whole last sequence was cool, and I think what I really did appreciate about I guess this is that we kind of got like the final episode. I don't know. I don't remember if it was the entire final episode or maybe like the last like 10-15 minutes of it. But we got like a nice little epilogue, right? We got to like cuz I think they did a time skip and we got to see like where everybody was and stuff
Yeah, yeah.
because they all went back to the office and like Rangan was there. I think Rangan was coming back whatever, and you know what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying?
mm-hmm.
See where Mob was, where the girl was, where his brother, everybody was there. And so I really did appreciate that scene. I mean, like I said, it was classic Mob Psycho. Yeah, I guess to your point, the biggest downside of the season was that they didn't feel like a big like climactic fight anywhere in the season. But I mean, that's okay. There's character
I would say like
development.
maybe Dimple and Mob, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that was like in the middle of the season.
And then towards the end, like you had the boss come back again, and they try to fight, but
Hmm.
so I
Yeah,
feel you with that.
Yeah, so I mean, that's all I gotta say about it. I ain't really got nothing else to say about this show.
Um, nah, nothing much to say. Just
Mm,
that season three finally happened. The show is over. You know, some people were very like surprised, like, "Whoa, that's it."
mm,
Like my brother was like, "No way, the show's actually done." I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah.
it's done."
I don't,
Um,
but I felt like it ended in a good spot though. I like where
yeah,
it
and
ended.
in a good spot.
I feel like things were like pretty much concluded. Like I feel like,
It didn't run on for too long, you know. So
mm,
I thought it was straight where it ended. So
mm,
um, but
mm,
that's pretty much all I have to say about Mob Psycho.
what's your rating on it?
This season I give it an 8, solid 8.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was fun. I think it was fun to watch. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think it was fun to watch. Definitely, yeah. I think I don't know. I like conclusion season. I like when shows finish
Mm-hmm.
and they do it well. And I think it was done well here. So I'll get an 8.5.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's overall what we thought about Mob Psycho. So, um, if you guys what definitely like you guys definitely like, comment, tell us what you think about the show, what y'all liked about it, what y'all didn't like about it, and your ratings. And our links to our socials should be in the description, hopefully. But yeah, that's what we thought about Mob Psycho.
Hmm.
Any other thoughts, Dcentos, before we did?
Nah,
All
nah,
right.
man. That's but who you want to be.
Yeah, be who you want to be. But yeah, that's Mob Psycho. All right. Peace.